Hi guys, so another power ranking, week 13 power ranking. A few move here, a lot of team loss and a few moves here. Let's do the honorable mention. Honorable mention, Browns are back into the honorable mention. They're 5-7. The last 5 games they're 3-2, and they won that last week. And I think they're gonna be going up this because Watson's back and they look like a good team right now. They might be a dark horse for the wild card. They might. I would also throw the Raiders. I almost put the Raiders there as a Brown of the Raiders, and even the Lions, another dark horse there too. Number two, Bucks. They don't look good at all, but they're 6-6. They're 3-2 last 5 games, and they won. And they're on a momentum because of Brady, because they don't look good at all. But they still won, so that should matters. And then number one, New York Giants. They've been losing a lot. They tied this week. Their last 5 games, they're 7-4-1. Last 5 games, they're 1-3-1. They're not playing good football at all, and they're slipping away. And hopefully they don't slip away of the playoff, but it looks like they're going the wrong direction. And we'll see if they could turn it around. Number 15, Patriots. Patriots are 6-6. They're 3-2 in the last 5 games. They lost this last week. A really not good loss for them. And this week they need to win. They really badly need to win this week to stay in a playoff spot and keep their playoff hopes alive. Number 14, Washington Commanders. They're 7-5-1. In their last 5 games, they're 3-1-1. That tie hurt them really badly. Their tie that could have got them higher and maybe in the playoff spot. But they are in the playoff spot. I think they're barely. So they need to win next week for sure. They're not really an exciting team, but it's good to. Well, Washington deserves to be in the playoff, but we'll see. Number 13, Chargers. I don't know what they're doing. Every year they do this. They start very good and then they lose in the end of the season because they're too injured. Too much injuries. And they're 6-6. They're 2-3 in the last 5 games. And they're too much injured. They're going to lose again the last game of the season like last year and not make the playoff. Or maybe have a tiebreaker and lose that one. They're better. They're a team. They're really a big team. They can go far in the playoff, but doesn't look like they want it. Number 12, Seahawks. Doesn't look like the Seahawks want it. Now they lost their division. They're 7-5. They're 3-2 in the last 5 games. They won this week, but they're second in that division, and they look like they're almost not in the playoff. So they have to win. They have to start winning because there's team out there that are trying to get them. So we'll see how they go. Number 11, Jets, and they lost this week. They're 7-5. They're 2-3 in the last 5 games. Another New York team that is slipping away, and the Jets are slipping away. And we'll see if they can actually make the playoff. But they need to win one here. They desperately need to win games. And this week it's not going to be easy. They play against Buffalo Bills, and it's not going to be easy. But they need to win. They need to start upsetting people. So yeah. So number 10. Titan, another team that's not playing very well. They're 7-5, but they're 2-3 in the last 5 games. But their division's really horrible, so they don't have a shot of catching them. The Jaguars almost, but now the Jaguars are out of it. But they're not playing good football, and that's not good before going into the playoff. And I always say they need a better quarterback than Ryan Tannehill. I got nothing against Tannehill, but I don't think he's good enough to get them past where they should be. Number 9, Ravens. Ravens are 8-4. They're 4-1 in the last 5 games. They won this week. They're tied with the Bengals. The Bengals are. The Ravens are. They need to win better matchup. They didn't win that great. It wasn't that good. They're not dominating. So they're they're trying to win that division, but it's really hard with the Bengals there. Number 8 is the Bengals. I think the Bengals are a little bit better than the Ravens. The Bengals are 8-4. They're 4-1 last 5 games. They won 4 straight, and they look like the real deal. They beat the Chiefs this week. I think they're gonna go higher on this list. I think they're gonna go high. I think they might win the division and maybe get the first bye if Burrows continue playing the way he's playing. Number 7, Dolphins are not playing good. They're 4-1 in the last 5 games, but they lost this week. They're 8-4 in the record right now. The only problem, the Bills are better than them right now, and they need to win games. And we'll see if they can win more games. I think they're a playoff team, but we'll see how far they can go. Number 6, 49ers. 49ers looks scary right now, and I think that's the team no one wants to play in the playoff. The quarterback's injured though. That's a big issue. We'll see how, but the rest of the team is legit. But I mean, we'll see if Jimmy or Trey or something. They don't need an elite quarterback that much. But they're 8-4 and they're 5-0 in the last 5 games. They won 5 straight. But that last one hurt because Jimmy got hurt. We'll see how they do next week against the Bucks. Number 5, the Vikings. The Vikings are 10-2. They won last week. They're 4-1 last 5 games. They're playing good football, but I don't know if there's 4 teams that are better than them, I think. And that's the only reason. They're not the best team in the NFC. I don't think so. But that's just me. Number 4, Bills. Bills are 9-3. They won this week. They're 3-2 in the last 5 games. They're getting back their first overall in the AFC. They're getting back in the top area here. They're going to be a big team to play in the playoff. And yeah, so that's what it is. And then the Cowboys are here. The Cowboys are 9-3. They're 4-1 last 5 games. They won this week, and they're playing good football. I think they're going to be a really hard out in the playoff. Hard team to beat in the playoff. But yeah, so number 2 is actually Chiefs because they lost this week. I couldn't keep them at number 1. They're 9-3. They're 4-1 last 5 games. They lost against the Bengals, and the only team that I have really trouble is the Bengals, and we'll see how it goes. But they're pretty much the best team in the AFC. NFC is the Eagles. They're 4-1. They're 11-1 in the season, and they look very legit. Jalen Hurts slowed down a little bit, but they slowed down a little bit. But I think they're back on track, and we'll see how they do in the next weeks because we're getting closer to the playoff. So let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about this. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. See you guys.